Arcand hails from Minnesota and enlisted in the Marine Corps in 2002 at the age of 17. He served around the globe as an infantryman with multiple combat deployments. He's a West Coast Marine through and through. Apparently he loves 29 palms. Serving with 3-4 and 3-7, also 1-5, as well as close to us here in RS Seattle, amongst other assignments. He retired earlier this year and has returned home to Minnesota. Upon retirement, he continues to serve in a noteworthy way. He and his team founded Peace for Warriors with the intent of helping veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress and moral injury through international volunteer opportunities so they can give back to the world in a peaceful way. I know that I personally have a deep appreciation for what they're seeking to accomplish. His record embodies character, discipline, and warfighting, imperative principles for this battalion. He also embodies selfless service and passion for helping others, traits we can all admire. As we pause tonight to reconnect with our legacy and enjoy an evening of camaraderie, I hope you will take the opportunity to get to know Mr. Arcand and his guests, as well as our other distinguished guests with us here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming our guest of honor, Mr. Daniel Arcand.
I brought my drink up, so there will be a toast at the end of this. Happy birthday! I will say it is an absolute honor to be here. There are Marines that have retired that will go their whole lives, never get any opportunity to be the guest of honor at a ball. In my first year in retirement, I get invited to this, so thank you very much. That said, I had about absolutely no idea what to say until about a week ago. I got invited by a retired Army colonel to become an honorary Army cavalryman about a week ago. He did a whole ceremony and did the whole knighting procedure and dubbed me with the sword and the whole deal. But before he did the ceremony, he told me a story that kind of stuck with me. He said his son had also joined the Army during the Battle of Fallujah. And his son's unit had gone out right to the outskirts of Fallujah and had been told if the Marines get into trouble, their job was to go in and pull them out. And the colonel was waiting to see, what word from his kids were going to come back. Is he okay? What's going on? And finally, after the battle was over, his kid contacted him and said, everything's fine. Essentially, the Marines killed everything they saw. And the colonel has loved the Marine Corps ever since. His kid was safe. The Marine Corps killed everything in sight. There was nothing else to be said. It was a beautiful thing. He said one more thing on the way out the door, though. He said, I gotta say, the Army is a profession, but the Marine Corps is a religion. And I got a kick out of that. I just kind of laughed at the time. But it's true. I mean, you think about it, what other organization is going to say goodnight, Chesty, wherever you are? Right? What other organization is going to print out a picture of General Mattis with a grenade in his hand and call him St. Mattis of Quantico? It's obscene. It's obscene, and anywhere else you'd go. You go to boot camp, and the first thing you learn is a prayer where the opening lines are, "This is my rifle." It's ridiculous. And we say it every night before we go to bed. It is a religion, but it's a beautiful thing. It really is. It makes us sound a little bit crazy to most people, but it also makes our organization full of people that are going to make us be able to achieve the impossible, and we don't even think anything of it. It's amazing. We really are, we are an example to the rest of the country. We are. Whether you like it or not, you're an example to the rest of the country. Now I'll say during boot camp, when I went to recruit training, I was hearing all about the invasion of Iraq, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to miss the entire war. End of 2002, beginning of 2003, I'm going to miss the whole war. As it turns out, that wasn't the case. It went quite past 2004, in fact. I want to encourage you. I understand some of the younger Marines here. There's a lot going on. You joined the Marine Corps for probably a very specific reason. Please do not live off of the legacy of the Marine Corps. And understand that you have to work hard every day to live up to what we've already achieved. If you look around at the world right now, there is very possibly another fight coming very soon. Okay? My brothers and I that have fought in Fallujah and around Iraq and Afghanistan and everywhere else in the world, the Marines that have already gone and fought in Vietnam and Korea and World War II, that legacy is built for you. You have to continue to work hard to uphold that legacy and carry it forward, because another fight is coming. I guarantee it. That said, I'm going to ask all the Marines in the room, Marines only, I'm going to ask all the Marines in the room to stand. Here's a toast to us. If the rest of America can follow our example, people from all sorts of different walks of life coming together to achieve a common goal, America will never fail. Cheers, Marine Corps. Happy birthday.